discretion is advised. Side Quest is a shit show.
Greetings and welcome to Side Quest, the Monday show. We're here to help you get your week off on an entirely different foot. I won't say it's the right foot, I won't say it's the wrong foot, I'm just going to say it's different. I'm Arcturus the Blank Compass, and I am joined by Salty Sea Slatter and...
Hi. Hello. Hello, everybody. It's me, your favorite nameless thief and pirate austere. I'm glad that we can have this conversation. And then we don't really need to introduce anyone else after me, right?
Oh. But I'm also here.
Indeed,
And different is a good word for it. Whatever it is.
They have a name, but no one cares.
Here is, it's kind of a relative term, isn't it?
Who are you?
I mean, I suppose.
Who are you?
Pentagast?
Hold on. Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Who else would he be?
Well, as you know, Pentagast has the thing on his head. And this little one doesn't have the thing on his head, so I'm a bit
Ark, when you don't wear a hat, does that make you any less Ark?
No, although that
See?
was more than a... Where's the hat, Pentagast?
It ran off.
Where do you think it is?
Yeah.
I'm concerned.
I got out of the room.
Well done! And did you find out who was giving you food and water? Just wondering.
No, I didn't. I got out, made it down some stairs. Well, I kind of fell down the steps because I didn't realize I was at the top of the staircase. Stumbled my way outside, and that was when the hat just kind of said, I gotta go. And bloop, there it went. Off into the wild, wherever I was. So, yeah.
The hat has chosen a new host, and now that host decides the fate of all mere mortals.
I just hope it went off a cliff, or maybe it ran into a particularly unpleasant tree. I'm concerned. I don't like it when the hats are whereabouts are not accounted for. That's how I lose hats myself, and it may or may not be holding a grudge.
Well, it's how you lose hats because it takes those hats and it makes them, unclean. Doesn't it, Dark?
If I had to guess, it was probably hungry. That would be my guess.
I was going to ask which varieties of hats are migratory hats, because what season is it for you?
Typically the leather ones.
That's a thought.
Yep. Seems typical. Seems like a safe assumption, right?
Yeah.
Migratory hats?
Luckily, my hat doesn't migrate because I already do that for the hat, so it doesn't have to go anywhere. Far from
Well,
me.
you're just lucky there's nothing else in the hat except, the vacuous void that is your head.
There's plenty in the hat aside from a vacuous void. Wait, hang on! I see what you did there. And I
You
don't.
almost caught it. In any case, welcome again to Side Quest Monday. The rules for the show are in the description. At any point, you can activate these assorted curses and make our days better or worse, probably worse. Every signal that goes into our treasury helps us continue doing whatever this is. With a smile on our face and a spirit of community service.
Service to the community? Are you kidding me? I have never done an act of service in my entire existence for any community except for my own. Me. I am my community.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't really smile except for when I'm laughing. So, I don't know. Like,
That's fair.
I suppose, maybe. I don't know. I never see it.
That's fair.
Super chats are handled by myself. Any Streamlabs will be handled, I believe, by.
Hi, hello, me. Yours
So,
truly.
choose appropriately as whoever you want to read whatever it is you feel compelled to make us say.
Yes, if you want a boring, driveling, nonsensical old man to read your super chats, then please feel
Streamlabs.
free to then please feel free to donate to the Super Chats fund. But if you want moi, big-titted, lion-maned,
Not old
Parrot
man.
extraordinaire, not
Lion
man,
mane, but
very
not an
good
old man.
point. Not old man, then you feel free to donate to the Streamlabs. Oh, and would you look at that? Thank you, True Horror Stories, for the donation to the Nameless Thief Fund. I have delivered on the Panda Mancer art for you, Thief and Elf. I hope you have seen and enjoyed the wondrous art I had a friend create of your entertainment. With that said, freaking Flagon for you both. Wait, so who's translating for who?
Yes, indeed.
Oh!
For the next several minutes, the elf and the thief are. Well, can you mind swap when. Well, it's not like they really have them to swap. It's something like that.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
I don't
Ha.
I don't-
Ah.
I don't do that. I'm just adorable all the time, and I have gigantic, always in frame. I can't quite get up that high. Anyway, I'm adorable, and everyone knows it. You're welcome.
Wow, wow, wow.
This
So
particular.
anyway,
Does anyone have any packages? I mean, maybe the thief can open a package in the style of the elf, which could easily take up the first half.
I guess, yes, I can open my packages. I just have the one. And unfortunately, I can't really put it in my mouth. It's very big, as you can see.
I would give you a clue, but
That's
no.
I think it might be snacks.
This is a
At least I
terrible
hope
elf
it's
impression,
snacks.
and I'm disappointed.
Oh wait, where's my fork? I need my fork. Where has
Hey.
my fork gone? Forky, forky.
You have one package, but I have two, and boy, are they magnificent.
Forky, where
It's
have
a
you
I can't
superior
put them in my
thief,
mouth
I have to
either,
say.
because we're on YouTube.
Okay,
Ha! This is even more difficult than with a spoon. If I really wanted to be productive, I would open this with a spork, because I feel like that would be. Oh, I
good
did it!
thinking.
Oh. Please read first. Okay. All right. Okay. have a note, and it didn't quite survive transit, as you can see. It has been run through, so I'm gonna have to make up some of this letter. But we'll get there when we get there. To the nameless one, I have enclosed for you on the wonderful. Oh gosh. Oh boy, how do I pronounce this word? Boyer. There are entirely too many vowels in all of the everywhere place. There's like 3 vowels mushed together in one part of the word. I don't know how to pronounce that many vowels at the same time.
If you're in chat, you could post it in chat, and an adult can attempt to read it.
Okay. B-A... Oh, wait, no, I'm not typing. Boomer moment. B-A-U-B-R-N-W-E-H-R.
Q-F. Damn it.
Hey!
You're too late to interfere.
That word, type messer, a field utility, and combat self-defense knife used by... Another word! Landsknecht. Mercenary soldiers throughout the 16th century here in Earthrealm. And for the war goddess, I have packed within a fantastic Hungarian-style war axe. Would you please be so kind as to send it to her on my behalf? Both are made of high-carbon steel and will require oiling, FYI. The messer is from Todd's Cutler, and the axe is made by Arms and Armor. Also, sorry for the... I think he says styrofoam peanuts, but that's like where the little hole thingy is. So, but I suggest you dump them and not just reach in to prevent injury. Okay, alright. Okay, it's gonna get super messy in here.
And it is believed to be Bauernwehr.
Yeah, is that how we pronounce it?
German. Well, I'm not German. I'm South Asian. Much better.
Okay. All right. This is gonna get pointy. I'm gonna try and dump it so that everyone can see everything all of the time. But I make no promises because the box is almost taller than me.
Okay.
Oh, so many packing peanuts! Oh no, that's not great.
How do they taste? The elf would try one.
Not anything delicious. Oh gosh. Oh, this is gonna be such a mess. Good thing I have peasant slaves on board to clean this up.
Slaves are the best, aren't they?
They're great. Oh. Okay, I got it. Ah! So I'm leaving.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm stepping on so many packing peanuts. So this one's... Gosh, hang on. I'm a little winded right now. This one's for Fiza. And it's, again, almost as tall as me.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Uh-huh. And then, it fell out. But this one is mine.
Ooh.
Also nice.
Ooh, it's sharp, too.
Wait a second. Do I understand correctly? You're passing along the axe to Fiza?
Yes.
The fools. That said,
Peanuts.
you should have sent it to me, and I would see to it that. Okay, I'm not going to lie that hard.
It's like a winter wonderland in here. I'm going to do snow angels. Bye.
The Flagon has more up at this point. Questionable.
Seems appropriate, given the circumstances.
All right.
The elf will be making snow angels. That's okay, yeah. Honestly, strictly speaking, no one obligated to pretend to be the elf, but yeah, I could see the elf in that.
They got in my hair.
Well.
And in my other regions.
Like a pearl necklace from the Stay Puffed Marshmallow.
Right?
Oh.
They look like the Michelin Man.
Well, they should help prevent any damage. That's what packing peanuts are for, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know if I personally would want to be packed that way, but I'm not gonna judge.
Oh gosh.
I already do that by default because you're not elves. So.
so many packing peanuts. Oh, it's on my face too. Bleh. 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 And they stick everywhere too. It's not like a fun sticky. It's like a annoying sticky. Oh no! My dress is full of packing peanuts that I
I
smushed.
want to make peanut angels.
We just had a super chat
Polish
come in
my steel.
from Martin Johansson who says, half payment to polish now. Apparently they want to, someone must polish something on Crystal. I guess they want you to polish something, Thief.
The new sword? This thingy? I don't really have
assume
anything
so.
to polish it with. I guess I can polish it with my dress. It's also a little bit styrofoamy, but that's fine. It's got 2 layers.
Oh no, don't put a pokey thing near your dress that could tear it and make it disintegrate. That would be really bad.
Well, it's funny you say that. It's actually got a hole, like, right here.
Oh,
In the crotchal region. It's for my
Oh.
giant dick.
that's fair.
Anyway. So you wanted me to polish this bad boy? Oh shit, it got snagged. Like this? Are we talking like this? Because I don't have anything else to polish it with.
Apparently they
Maybe.
expected they had a rag and oil right then to polish with, and they want to be polished with oil, so I guess you just have to make do with whatever slippery substance is supposed to hand.
Ah! I have just the thing.
I was afraid you might.
I don't have to go far for it either.
I'm concerned.
Someone make that a gif. How long do I have to do this for? Does anyone know?
I don't know, but I'm disgust roused.
Menacingly polish. Hello, everybody. Aren't you happy you came?
I wish
bet
you
you
hadn't
are.
phrased it like that.
It got stuck again. I'm
Kinda wondering-
polishing it towards away from my hand, so I don't cut myself on the blunt side of it. So that's fine. But yes,
Is there a
it
mark
is-
on the blade?
Yeah, so it does have like one of those
Oh, okay.
looking thingies.
Yeah. I thought I saw it.
But yeah, I do need to get some decent sword polish and oil for this specifically. I'm excited. Maybe I'll take this to the fair in the coming midsummer months.
Well, it would
Yes.
definitely be worth showing off. It's
Oh,
pretty.
indeed, indeed. It's so smooth too. Like, look at that. So glossy.
Nice.
I can't wait to show Fiza hers. Hopefully soon. Oh, I came alright, says True Horror Story. So I'm glad.
That's good.
I'm glad that you guys got something out of it. I certainly did.
This gets any worse, we're gonna have to move to Twitch.
Wait,
Moss
hang on,
Johnson
hang on.
donated.
I have to do the thing to complete the request.
Oh, to the hilt.
There we go. All right, you may continue. Oh
I
my gosh.
am just disgusted. I am ill. More on that later. Meanwhile, Martin Johnson has paid another 20 signals with the following message: a promise is a promise.
I'm so full of packing peanuts. Oh god. They're everywhere. They are everywhere. They are literally all over me. Ha! It's like, you ever get ants? Like really bad ants?
No.
Well, it's about as anti as you would expect it to be. But it's okay. I will endure. Thief did deliver. Yes, she did. Alright, anyway. Sorry. Lyra, you had packages as well, right?
No, I don't. I mean, I lied. I never had them.
You never had any packages?
Something came over me and I thought I had some somethings and now I don't anymore.
don't
And I
have
don't
some
know where they
somethings?
would have been.
Hmm.
I'm just. No.
Okay.
Oh,
Fair enough.
presents.
That was all the package that I had.
Soon I will have a package, a quality package.
I don't believe you.
I'm frightened.
Well, you just wait and see, like everyone else. Look, honestly, I'm hoping it'll arrive soon, but things have been going pretty poorly this week in general. I mean, since Friday, there have been investigators poking around my businesses, and I get these bad cases of sniffles. And, you have that disease over there in your realm where you lost the ability to taste things? I've got something just like that, only right now everything's tasting a bit like poison. It's the damnedest thing.
Are you
But-
allergic to inquiry?
Well, yes, but that shouldn't have no relevance to this. What is this? Perfectly good ale. Just like old lace. Bizarre.
I'm confused. You've always had terrible taste.
Yeah, what changed?
Is it?
We're not speaking figuratively, and taste in that context subjective. I, one, find you all to be absolutely revolting in your tastes too. It shouldn't be this consistent. I mean, that is clearly the fine aftertaste of arsenic.
Naturally.
We're not familiar with the disease around here. Usually they're messier. What just messes with?
That's kind of despicable. Robbing you of your ability to enjoy food and oh,
Oh.
are you?
Have we been
Did you?
Have you been infected by the great COVID-19?
Maybe it was arsenic. I'm choosing to be positive this week. Maybe it was. Maybe it's permanent. Maybe it'll take this time.
Maybe he'll get better taste in the end of all this. You
I
think
doubt
about
it.
that? I feel like it's a real possibility here.
Well,
I mean, it can't get much worse, right?
that's a good point.
Mhm.
Bro, it could get much worse. He could come back.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
he could come back. You're right. Well,
yeah.
better than getting cum on your back.
I mean, at this point, every time,
it though?
every time Arcturus dies, it's one of those. It's a temporary reprieve, but it's bittersweet because he'll be back.
Eventually, and it'll
Yeah.
be 10 times more insufferable than it once was.
Yeah, it's just how it goes.
Indeed. While we are here pitter-pattering along, I have a donation from JTRW, who donated 10 Cygnus to say, a buddy of mine wants you to activate Torrid Tabula for Lyra, rated R. Wait, but who's translating for her?
Yeah, who's gonna? Who's
Suppose
gonna?
I mean, I could, I guess. I don't know.
Respond in the chat within the next 5 minutes or so that we know who's translating, and then we'll activate the Torrid Tabula.
Yeah, I can feel it coming. Toenail, I mean, on already. Please hurry. I need
Arsenic
answers.
and old lace, perfect for Arc. Is it though? Is it?
Fainting spells, but it can't actually be poison. My security's too good for that. But it should be
Is
the
it,
same
though?
kind of poison, though.
Didn't you die a whole bunch last
like
season from
cyanide.
innocuous poisons?
No, I died for a lot of reasons last season, but I don't think it was usually poison. Unless I had it myself, actually, in which case it was entirely intentional. And it's when I developed a taste for poisons, really. Some of them can be really rather pleasant in the right measure. That's why I'm nearly immune to most of them at this point.
Okay, fair enough.
So what are we doing? All right,
So JTRW says it's up to you. Talk amongst yourselves. All right. So who desperately wants to translate for the elf? Any takers? Because if
Desperately?
not,
Does it have to be desperately?
uh,
Can't it
not-
be grudgingly?
mediocrely, and I think Pendergast just volunteered.
well, anything that you do, Arc, would be mediocre, but I guess look at it.
But
You've been nominated, sir.
fine.
Macaroni salad.
Really? That's what we're going with. Okay.
Is she talking about my nipples again?
No. Why do you have to bring up the gnomes so often?
Toenail fungus, ichthyosis, anti-disestablishmentarianism, hair follicle?
The gnomes have a skin rash of some sort. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's what happens when they all
no.
interbreed with each other.
Oh, that's why it starts at the nipples and then it moves outward. Okay,
right. That's how you get the pepperoni nipple.
Right.
It's terrible.
Why would you bring that up? Why would you bring that up?
Well, it's going to put a dent in our annual profits. I mean, it's like a crop blight, but, it's for the gnomes.
Right. Yeah, ice cube dandruff caulking. Shoe polish.
She's cheating on you?
Yeah, shoe polish.
Did she infect the gnomes? Just
No, she doesn't have treatment for them. Like, is there a cream or is there an ointment, an oil? Is it? Would leeching work? That's basically what she's asking. I think
Glandular discharge. Orange juice.
that is stabbing them in the heart's not going to make that go away. It's just going to make them die.
that's perfectly reasonable. Look, you want to stop an infection, you call the infected. I think they're asking.
Exactly. It would make me feel better at the very least.
It doesn't make them better. They're just gone.
Exactly.
She's got a fireplace.
Water friendship.
I'm sorry. What?
I drowned you out, Elf. You might need to repeat that.
Fisher.
I believe she said that the nameless thief is the love of my life and the apple of my eye. But I could be wrong.
Chartreuse pumpernickel.
That sounded like agreement, but like I said, I could be wrong.
The nameless thief, 5 out of 10. I think that's what that was.
Lyra!
Yeah.
Macaroni salad.
What
dare you?
Lint?
I thought we had something special. Where you just completely fell upon my feet in adoration, and I just lapped it up with all of the narcissism that I possess.
Polyester equine shoelaces.
Pendergast?
Okay. I don't know what that one is. I don't.
Are you just saying that because you don't want Lyra to get into any more trouble right now?
Possibly. I'm trying to help, okay? Just stop talking about the thief. Stop.
Halitosis Winlouse ketchup.
Well, okay, that's not so bad. Your hair's nice.
I'm disgusted by your simming for the elf, Pendergast, and also it's over.
Okay, but I'm just trying to help people, okay?
Elves are not people!
What?
Such violence in his language.
Are they pets?
No, the gnomes are their pets. Elves are, how do you say?
Blessings.
Magnificent lays.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
Wow.
Glad I could be of service. Yes, we are having a heart-to-heart with each other's nipples, chat. That is in fact what we are doing, and we are having a gay old time of it.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Let's talk about Ark's nipples.
Oh.
Let's not.
You're welcome to your fantasies. I can't stop you, but I don't approve.
Look, it's such a chafing subject. All right.
That's fair. I do feel a tiny bit irked when discussing.
As long as you don't feel a tiny bit erect, that's
Right.
Well,
I mean, I do perk up a little bit when we settle on the topic of his hairless nipple areolas, because that is just very important. Gentlemen, I cannot emphasize enough how much less you need your hair on your nipples.
How do you know my nipples are hairless?
Because it's you. Mr. Twirly Mustache Man. Not a hair on you is in place where you don't want it to be. And I can most assuredly say, having known plenty of Sarthosians, that you pluck your nipple hair.
No.
I
like
am
where my-
horrified by
where
your
this is going.
insights.
No. I'm not. No, no.
You're free
No.
to take it in a completely different direction. I am just a passenger on this crazy train. All right?
Chat, does anybody want to mail me a new brain? I'd like to switch this one out indefinitely.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Speaking of being sick,
That's fair.
this one, it tastes a bit like raw milk sap, but that can be. I mean, that's incredibly hard to get, and it's instantly fatal.
Pentagast nipples have that effect on people, Pentagast. Wait,
No
no,
one's-
Ark's nipples.
Yeah, no one's seen my nipples, and they're not going to.
I'm
Ever.
confusing the boys' nipples. I'm sorry, chat. This is
They're
my
locked in a
mistake.
cage.
I think it's the fumes from the packing peanuts they're getting to me.
Yeah, I mean, I can help. I can liven things up.
Oh? Who and or what
yeah.
are you going to smack?
You know, a little travel would be required to get near any satisfactory targets.
Oh.
Is it worth going all the way to Sarthos? To run
Is it-
around cackling like a lunatic,
Is it
chasing
ever?
a hairless, nippled man, violently?
I mean, I suppose there are worse fates, but I really can't think of one right now.
Yeah.
I could probably think of a few. But we're
Let's
supposed
just-
to be
they're
getting
not
away
coming
from
to
that topic.
Yeah, they're not coming to mind, that's all.
It would be fun for me. I would have a blast.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
Can I come?
Yes and yes.
I'm
Excellent.
not. Yeah, no, I'm not
That's
going to Sarthos. I don't like Sarthos.
I don't either, but I
You
like
know what?
murder.
Like Sarthos. We would go to Sarthos to make it a little bit more lively in one way or another, Pent.
Yeah, but
Come
you're not. It's not really an improvement. It's only temporary. I mean, eventually you're going to leave.
I don't know. I think the piercing girly shrieks would be a fond memory for everyone there forever.
I think so too. Which is why I would be delighted to accompany you.
Well, if you want to go,
Stay out of Sarthos, all of you. Stay out of Sarthos.
Mm.
Stay out of Sarthos. Stay out of Sarthos. Sarthos. Stay out of Sarthos.
I didn't quite catch that, but I am assuming he wants us to come visit him in Sarthos.
Yeah, something about come to Sarthos, we have cookies or something like that.
That sounded
I
about
like
right.
cookies.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Look, I know you're
You
all
know?
roughly as hard to keep dead as I, but so help me, if you get over here in Sarthos, I will find a way to make your stay deeply and memorably unpleasant, leaving scars that not even Magog can magic away.
So anyway, Wendigo donated 10 signals to say, pity there's no potion of praise tonight, but rest assured Daddy is watching. Please, Ark, remind Lyra that Poe Longbone is everywhere. Paranoid Pendant on Ark with Lyra. Ba-dum.
What? Why?
Why not?
Oh, you got me. Well, shit.
Wait.
I mean,
Hold on. Wait, is Pope always watching you or is he always watching me? I'm not sure.
I was always watching both of you.
Yeah.
yes?
True.
Are you
He
sure?
sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He
But-
knows if you've been bad or good.
But
No, he doesn't. He just knows if you've been bad because it's a safe bet. It's not like he knows anything. He just knows what the averages are. He's a gambler, you know. He knows
He
the
knows.
he can't be watching both of us. He can't be
He's got 2 eyes, hasn't he?
No,
No, actually he has no eyes. But that just makes it more disturbing because if you don't see his eyes, which aren't there, then how do you know where he's looking? Which means he's probably always
Oh.
looking at you, at me, at everyone. He is
Oh.
too aware.
I feel unscrubbed and it's becoming a problem quickly.
You know, the worst thing
Right.
is, Elf, he doesn't breathe. He has no bodily functions. It makes him very sneaky. He could be behind you right now, and you would not know. I would not know.
Oh, he could stay up there a long time.
Are we sure he's...
I mean,
Okay, look, we've been sure he might know that we would think he's not here if he doesn't tell us to fuck ourselves.
I mean,
And
I
so he's
know,
refraining
no.
from it, uncharacteristically.
Well, yeah, I mean, no. I mean, he probably just doesn't know. He doesn't know that we know. He's not thinking about the fact that we're thinking about it. He's probably just busy. He's probably busy. He's probably lodged in a prostitute somewhere in a dark alley, covered in all manner of mysterious goo. He doesn't know.
Yeah, you're
He's not-
fooling yourself. He's aware. He knows.
No.
He's several steps ahead. I mean, he's managed to get the audience to do his bidding for him countless times when he isn't even present. Or
No.
is he?
No. That's ironic, isn't it? Chat.
I
It's
believe we're going
ironic,
for coincidence, but
I mean,
I don't
know
believe
that
it's
we know
either.
they know we know.
I know that I know that I know that he knows that I know that he knows that I know he knows, and I don't know what he's planning next.
I don't either. God.
What don't we know again? I'm just curious.
Anything useful?
Obviously, but I digress.
I don't know what he doesn't know that I don't know.
Hey, he might be in the chat right now, guys. I think he's watching you.
Oh.
Speaking
No, he's
of
not.
what part of the prostitute is he shoved into? Is it the front butt or the back butt? I'm just
I don't
curious.
I don't know.
Logistical reasons.
I don't
Look,
know.
we're already past this, and we know he's not here again. Now they're not compelled to be terrified. He's not here because he hasn't told us to go fuck ourselves. If he were here, he'd be in the chat at least right now, going, "Go fuck yourself, Elf." Go. Well, no, they wouldn't call you Elf. They use your name, Elf.
Uh-huh.
Go fuck yourself.
Ugh. I don't want any more boat splinters.
I feel that. It's not fun. Don't laugh. It is traumatizing.
No, I just had a thought. I don't know if I want to go through with it or not. It's just
Share the with the
all right,
class.
fine. All right,
yeah.
I will attempt. I will butcher this, but I'm going. Look, that Grim Raven is out there. It can't be reasoned with. It can't be bargained with. It doesn't know fear. It can't feel pain, and it absolutely will not stop until you go fuck yourself.
No, that's fair.
Doesn't matter.
That's
how
a
I
fairly
feel about
objective
myself.
description.
I'm just curious. Like, does it have to be a certain way, or can it be dealer's choice? Do you think?
It reminds me of a different red-eyed skeleton I've seen somewhere. That's all.
Fair enough.
I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. Always.
Sorry, I saw that from a monsters documentary from the Earth realm. It kind of stuck with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have seen an Earthrealm movie that I might have thought that came to mind when we were talking about Poe.
Oh, kind of
Yeah.
envious. They seem incredibly informative and topical.
Yeah.
These Earthen documentaries, they really just blow
Yeah,
you
some
out
of
of the
them.
water.
They are wonderful entertainment. You have no idea. You really should get into it if you haven't spent some time watching Earthrealm. Whatever those things are, transmissions of some sort. You should definitely look into it. Some of them are. Really
I believe they are called documentaries.
Yeah, documentaries. Yes.
It's been a while. The most recent one I watched was about this strange crime wave of people stealing lemons. It was
Oh,
quite strange.
I know exactly the documentary you are speaking of.
I didn't quite understand all the associations. Their storytelling is quite non-linear.
Right. Yes.
Wait a second. What story is
And
this
the
again?
actors the narrators, if you will. They seem rather verbose at certain times.
Yeah,
Lemon party?
why do they
That's a very different video.
why do they steal things by putting them in a garment that you can see through so clearly? Is it some
Lemon-
kind of ceremonial behavior? Is it
Lemon Thieves and Lemon Party are very different documentaries.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
pretty
think
sure.
haven't stumbled across those yet.
maybe Poe is in a woman stealing lemons?
I'm not
It's
familiar with that
apparently-
interpretive art things, or just a lemon party, and that was apparently an art piece as well, interpretive something or other. I didn't get it, and it honestly was a bit scarring.
Very, very, very different documentaries, ladies and gentlemen. You want the Lemon Thief, you do not want the Lemon Party. I had to confirm it.
Okay.
And yes. Yes, very different lemons.
You have to clear your crystal history now.
I really do. Oh gosh.
Oh, that'll happen.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Anyway, in other news, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lizard people of all ages, thank you to Wendigo for donating 5 signas to us to say deepest apologies to my favorite elven camp counselor. Lyra, please have a healing potion.
I'm not a camp counselor. I'm
I didn't catch
don't
you
counsel
chuckling, so you did
anybody.
take damage, and now they've just undone it. Damn it, I was paying attention even.
At least you're not a lesbian camp counselor.
Yeah, I don't counsel anybody in my camps. I concentrate on them, but anyway, thank you for the potion. I appreciate it. I feel refreshed. I do.
Chat, stop giving them documentaries to watch, alright? Really don't need to see them. Not all of them are decent documentaries worth watching.
This
For instance,
illness
March
is
of the
really
Penguins
making me
was
sick.
especially great.
I never sneeze.
Goes in tight. And shut the fuck up. Simultaneously.
Yeah, I'd say bless you, but I don't want the gods to do that.
I think the common phrase for when someone sneezes here is, "Can you stop that?" I think that's what it is, right?
None of that
Typically,
here.
yes.
At least that's
Never-
what it. Whenever I've sneezed, that's what I get. So everybody
I
just
didn't
always
know
goes,
any
"Can
better.
you
I
stop
think I
that?"
was allergic to cyanide.
Burn the plague carrier!
Plague carrier?
Yes.
Who has the plague? What plague? Which plague?
Well, he can't have lived this long if he's not a carrier.
He's
He would have
out.
succumbed by now.
Exactly. He would have succumbed
Look,
to
I used to
death
live very
at-
carefully. I don't. Well, in any case, I'm a bit more reckless these days, but that's besides the point. JRW threw 2 signals at us with the following message. Pendergast. Was it evolution?
No, it was not. I'm pretty sure that the documentary I watched was The Terminator. So, although I've seen Evolution, I believe. Yeah, that was an interesting time. There was a very strange moment with a giant butthole. That was not good.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
Giant butthole, you say?
Yeah, several people were swallowed into it. It was disturbing.
Wait, I think I've seen that one too. That
I don't remember that scene in Terminator.
No. I'm talking about Evolution, not Terminator. That's different.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Goatsy.
No, that I've seen that image. That's horrible too.
It's one of those things that stick with you. Although I understand that someone made a really fancy mug that had hands just reaching at the top and then pulling out white. And I don't know who wants to drink their coffee out of that, but it was a fun idea, I suppose.
Fun is a relative term, apparently, everybody.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Fun is not.
That's not exactly what I would call fun.
Something of a conversation starter, I suppose.
Mhm. Indeed.
Look,
Imagine
no-
if that was how you open conversation with complete strangers. Be like, have you seen one of the 3 following documentaries?
Have you seen my gaping asshole mug? Let's discuss Goatsy. You laugh, but they're apparently very weird over there and have been having beer and coffee enemas for some time now. So why wouldn't you make a mug?
Why would you do that? I guess you might do that if you can't taste them anyway.
I don't know if
I
it was
wouldn't
a
do that.
documentary Wendigo, but it was definitely something. It was something to behold.
You look so haunted.
We have one of those
Because I have
things
beheld
in-
it with my own 2 eyes.
Elf, are you?
Huh?
Did you infect our this channel? Is that what it's called? With a virus? Because we've got a very persistent bot in chat saying naked HD, look at naked girls here, and I can't think of anyone else here who would have possibly invited that.
No, I have never done any spells specifically to get naked HD girls to watch here around. That
Well, now I'm
really
curious.
silly.
Are there actually naked girls here?
This is
Let's-
what happens when you
No,
don't clear
I
your
don't-
crystal's history.
That's just probably my fault, ladies and gentlemen.
Really should
Just
clear the
saying.
history. Look,
Alright,
someone take
I'm
this up
gonna
with the
go
dog later.
investigate.
My girlfriends.
Oh, it is naked girls.
Yeah.
The chat's doing an
Dangerous.
excellent job of sabotaging the elf's foolishness, so thank you.
Bring my girlfriends back. Don't hide them.
Apparently it's
There's so
multiple.
many.
They're all the same. I can't tell them apart. Look, I don't even understand what a bot is, really.
Anyway, I hope it's better than Goatsy.
Man, I'm trying to
Oh,
think of what
balls
a bot
low.
is myself. Maybe it's a form of like shrubbery or something, a plant of some kind.
It's the equivalent of what we use here for crystal viewing and such, except a little bit more sophisticated,
I don't know.
but also less sophisticated. It's like, so you know how you can put lesser souls into bodies, reanimate them, and have them do your bidding?
right.
Similar to that in the way that Magog does that with dead bodies, but more annoying. You
So
know?
they are into necromancy in the Earth Realm.
Kind of. It's like
That-
you're taking something that is lifeless, giving it some form and agency to go do your bidding.
See, I'm thinking that might be a problem. We should probably address that.
When we get there. But right now, if it makes life easier for us when we get there, for them to have to deal with this, I see nothing wrong.
Okay.
Ignore the elf. Keep killing their girlfriends.
No! Stop killing my really real girlfriends, Chad.
Lyra, a really real girl. Woman. Thing with tits.
Just to warn you, we're briefly disconnected for whatever reason. No explanation why, and we should be back now. Should be.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
not. Certainly has
Probably
nothing to
because-
do with the fact that my girlfriends are a completely necessary part of the cosmos and the inner workings of the Earth Internet
I may or
Right.
may not
or
have
anything.
jeopardized the stream integrity by visiting the naked girls.
Like golden ghouls that use crystal. Okay, I think we. Damn it, elf! You've infected us with something, and I don't like it. Is this why I'm ill? Did you do this to me?
Yes.
I didn't do it to you. You did it
What?
to you.
Why would you do anything, Tar?
You don't get to play this off on me. You stay away from my naked real girlfriends.
Shh, it's okay, Lyra. We're just sending them to the farm. We're
But
sending your
nobody-
girlfriends to the farm.
But
I think that farm is really, really big and they get lost there because nobody who has been sent there ever came back.
Right?
Grandma?
Mm-hmm.
Any of my 800 pets?
Mm-hmm. Countless gnomes.
Yeah. I miss
entire
Grandma.
generations of gnomes at this point.
Couple of your other ex-girlfriends.
Yeah.
Sent to
Well-
the farm, never to return or be heard from again. I wouldn't know anything about that, though.
Look, we're just gonna try to forget this happened. We are soon to approach the second hour. It's pillory this time. Now, I need to apologize in advance, as I'm afraid several of my apprentices have surprisingly died recently, and there's no one to do any repainting, so we're just going to use the internets to present the mugshots as is. Apologies.
Oh no! Exactly.
Because that
meanwhile-
was such a loss.
Look, those are not easy to replace. Do you know how many peasants have natural painting ability?
All of them.
No.
I've seen them do it with their feces many times.
Okay, look, give me directions to whatever island you're picking those weirdos off of, because
Zarthos. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you?
Look, every time I go to a village, all the painters are gone or dead, and they never... Okay, I think that's what's going on here. JW threw 2 signals at us with the following message. I caught that COVID gonosipher herpades! No, I didn't. Probably.
Uh-huh.
Likely story.
Look, I don't know what's
How did
wrong
you get
with me,
that?
but it surely can't be poison. I mean, who would be trying to assassinate me at this point?
For it to have rotted your taste buds, that's a really late stage symptom. You might be screwed.
He was already screwy in the head before. This is just, I feel,
Well-
a natural progression.
Oh,
I
and he's
suppose.
gone.
Womp, womp,
Terminal.
womp.
And
Oh,
good call. You said really soon. That was. It's like you knew.
yeah.
Indeed, it is. Like you knew,
Modern
Yeah, I knew.
medicine is fascinating.
isn't it? Though.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
we have Magog to thank for most of the late chapters of virology you can study.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that stuff is viral.
Most of them come from sticking your dick in dead things.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Chad, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I didn't make the rules. That's just what happens. Don't stick your dick in crazy, but also don't stick your dick in dead crazy.
Yeah. Wendigo said he never drops any good loot. No. No, he just drops coffee filters and nipple hair. A sad, sad sight to behold.
Well, he has no nipple hair to drop. Remember? We established that. It's established lore now.
That's why he drops it. It throws people off. They think it's someone else.
So he fakes his own death, but really
Right.
dies.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
It's
This
all a
is-
plot to hide the fact that he doesn't have nipple hair. That's
This
the
Uh,
sounds like some extra 4D, 5D nipple chess.
at
The old
least-
nipple hair up the sleeve trick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Classic.
Exactly.
I'm not
Yep,
too
no
familiar
one
with
time.
that.
It's so classic a move. No one ever even thinks it's going to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Is it classic or is
Yeah.
it classy?
No, classic. It's
Yeah,
been
probably.
used.
Yeah.
It's been used for generations.
Ah, I see.
I'm wise to Sarthosian trickery. At
Yeah.
least
These
Sometimes.
fainting spells. Being sick sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really bizarre, because if I just died once, it should go away, but never... Arcturus large knockers.
Vodka knockers?
What have all you been doing while I've been out of
We're
it?
talking about your nipple hair again.
yeah.
I
It's
have...
a very
Oldest-
intriguing topic of conversation.
Oldest trick in the book. I know. It's
Mhm.
okay.
We know
It's
your
not-
secret.
We know.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
Look,
Can't
there's
hide
only
from us.
one time when you want any chance of seeing anything approaching my nipples, and it was very expensive, and I'm still paying for it, which actually annoys me because it wasn't even the most popular performance that had involved custom tassels being spun, and I'm angry about that. I mean, I even pulled like public service by mocking him about how Epstein didn't kill himself, and no one saves that gift. They save the other one from the other asshole.
Wait, you lost your nipple hair? Or you lost your nipples entirely to nipple tassels?
Oh, really?
No,
not
the
have nipples
tassel stayed
anymore?
on perfectly. I performed without a hitch, as I was
Okay.
obligated to do.
But did they come off easily? Or did you have to, like, relieve yourself of your nipples?
The nipple stayed on, but I didn't have to shave that week.
I was right. That is how he lost his nipple hair. Excellent.
Basically net positive.
Yeah, nipple hair ain't,
Kind of hurt like a
ain't a
bitch,
fun
though.
time.
Yeah, but what is
Yeah, it's the pull. No, strictly speaking, shaving is the way to go, but it's really tricky. You have to have a surgeon's precision with that shaving razor if you don't want to be a nipple short.
No. You do not approach your nipples with a sharp object. All right? No. If you're gonna remove your nipple hair, you gotta tweeze it. That's the only
Oh.
way.
how
That is the
often
only way.
is this happening though? Like,
Well,
is this like a
assuming,
weekly thing? Every 2 weeks, monthly? What?
Yeah, what
assuming that
I have a
Arcturus,
surgeon's precision. I do it perfect.
assuming Arcturus grows hair at the rate that a human adult male, typically does, it's probably happening at least every 3 weeks.
Why would you collect all of it though? That's the
More
thing. You know?
if he is taking collagen supplements.
Your nipples grow back every 3 weeks? That's
Mm-mm.
amazing.
The
Humans
nipple
are weird.
hair.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I
strictly
thought it took
speaking, even if
nipples
I
at least
did,
4 weeks.
I don't know, decide to shave drunken and nip one off, that comes back these days.
Well,
that's just-
Temporarily.
It's important to enjoy the positive aspects of the Faustian bargain every last one of you idiots also got into with the Mad Gog.
Eastbook is
Right.
asking what my level of expertise in removing nipple hairs is that I have input. Well, how else do you think I get my crewmates to be compliant to my orders?
I've got some hypotheses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ship hygiene is a thing. It's kind of important.
Mm-hmm.
she put half of her stats in boobies and half in nipple hair grooming.
Exactly. Well, no, not my nipple hairs. I'm talking about the crews.
Well,
I mean, one
I threaten them
hypothesis.
to within an inch of their nipples.
No, I was thinking GB or B. Gangbang over the cock at least.
Excuse me? Pardon? Moi?
You were
S'il vous
suggesting
plaît?
how to control your crew, and I don't think it's with tweezers.
A form of tweezers.
That
So
seems
I
the
got
kind of
to know.
intermediate
yeah. That
I
seems
get
a
it.
little bit imprecise and
Oh no, it works wonders. It's very much in the same vein as like grabbing onto a man's beard hair and just dragging them along for the ride.
yeah. No, I don't want. Yeah, no, I don't want that to happen. I don't. Stay away from my beard, please.
Well, stay away from my ship then.
I don't go near your ship. I don't even know where it is.
Exactly, that's the point. Consider yourself lucky, punk.
I will.
Good. Great. Glad
Yeah,
you had this
So long as you all stay on
That's-
Sarthos, we'll all be happy.
I just have. Yeah. Just seems like I have to stay away from everybody. It's weird. Why I don't get what like. I already was staying away from everybody. Why did somebody decide that I had to stay in a certain place for so long? That's what I don't get.
You mean you don't have to, but it's probably within your best interests because at least all of us fill out at least 2 corners of the Dark Triad to such a toxic degree.
probably.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but I am 100% a narcissist, and I am proud of it. It's great.
Okay.
Well, this feels like an excellent intro into the pillory. I'm about to show a mugshot. You all get to guess what they did. Don't worry, you're not going to get punished for having the wrong answer because none of you can get right anyway. Conversely, if you do get it right, I'm not going to take damage either, so this isn't the price is wrong. But we'll then learn what they actually did and then have a good old jolly laugh about it.
Ah, found it. Sorry, I lost a ring when I was
Oh.
brushing the snow off of myself. Oh.
Well, at least you found
Hello?
it. That's good.
Please don't splash the crystal, it's very disturbing. Please, oh wait, hold on. My fabulous wealth is getting in the way. Allow me to help people with that.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Yeah.
You should probably have seen that one.
I mean, it's not that much wealth, really, if you think about it. I mean, one
That is-
chest.
a portion of
Like-
my fabulous wealth. It's not the entirety of it. I'm just, being...
Small percentage compared to my massive coffers.
I'm peacocking, and I had more treasure on display than you, so stop it. In any case, what did this person do anyway?
She wanted to talk to your manager.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thief's case.
I'm just basing that on the haircut. It could be anything, really.
I haven't got a thought yet. Give me a minute. I have to think about that image again.
You're a thought?
No,
Wanting to
no,
assist.
I don't have a thought currently.
Oh, well, you should go find a thought.
Stare at the mole on their face until inspiration strikes.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I can't
I
look
live to
away.
be hopeful.
It's
Understand?
It's terrifying. It's just
She's just staring directly
see,
into your
that's
skull.
probably what it was. Maybe that's what it was. She aggressively rubbed the mole on someone, and it counted as assault.
Technically, it would.
I think somebody told this individual that they looked like Charlize Theron if Charlize Theron was a really big, scary, burly dude. And they were never seen again.
Womp, womp, womp. Sounds about right.
I thought so.
Grand squirrel larceny. Some
Oh,
of
no.
you chatters.
I
You
can
got a
see
good
what
one
you're-
on
I
your
can
head.
s- I could see what you're saying about the Charlize Theron thing. That's weird.
Definitely looks like Hitler's wet dream.
Has inspiration struck yet, right?
I already didn't
Pendergast?
I say she assaulted someone with her mole?
No.
Assaulted someone with her eye bags.
No, the mole down by her lip.
All deadly weapons, in my opinion.
Well, you're all horribly wrong, and it's
I
so
like
much
my
worse. Are you ready?
What does she do?
St. Pete woman accused of using cat to bat her girlfriend. She beat her
Wow.
pussy with a pussy,
Is
but
the
in a non-sexy
cat-
way.
Is it okay? Is the cat alive?
As far as aware, Tampa, Florida woman, of course, a St. Petersburg woman was arrested for domestic battery after she allegedly scratched her girlfriend in the face with the couple's cat, according to an affidavit.
Oh, that's okay. As long as she didn't throw the cat at the girlfriend, that's okay.
We're about to find out. Police said things escalated after Susan Frudenthal, 53, and her girlfriend got into an argument at home in Largo. According to the report, Frudenthal took the cat, held it up to her girlfriend's face, and swore on the animal's life that she was not cheating. The animal was in distress and scratched her girlfriend, the affidavit said. The woman had multiple lacerations on her face, according to the report.
Wow. I don't think any of us would have guessed that correctly because that string of events would have been just a little too on the nose.
Pretty.
It wouldn't even been funny anymore.
I feel like that's something that we could come up with. You know, like as a possible scenario, but only as a joke, not anything serious.
Yeah.
She should have used the cat to get rid of the mole on her face.
What I
Yeah,
find
nails.
funniest in this context, it apparently wasn't even intentional. She just held up the cat to swear on the cat that she wasn't cheating, and the cat was so pissed about it, it slashed the girlfriend's face. Oh.
Yeah, I feel that. I've had
Well,
bilge cat
Wait,
trample upon my breasticles.
does
for
that
holding
mean
it.
that the cat thought she was cheating as well then?
Probably.
It didn't appreciate the context in which it was participating in the debate, so
Oh.
I mean, it when you swear on something that doesn't want to be sworn upon, it's usually obligated to do something bad. So
Yes,
in this
but the
case-
cat didn't slash the person who was holding them up to swear on their life. They slashed the person they were swearing on they weren't cheating on.
well, you know,
That sounds about right.
morality is all very different in Earthrealm trailer parks.
I feel it.
Upon taking defendant in custody, she said that she was the true victim, the affidavit said. The defendant was polite and compliant. They, after all, didn't intend to slash up someone's face with the cat. The cat just, escalated things.
Your Honor, the cat is clearly the party at fault here. I rest my case. No, you're out of order! This whole court's out of order. Holds up cat to threaten the court into compliance. I'll have my day in court. Cat attack! Catfights are supposed to be in oil, I thought. No, Jello typically. Right? Lyra?
Yeah. Lime jello.
Lime Jello.
I like lime jello.
I'm partial to cherry, to be honest. So if we're gonna do this Jello fight, it has to be in a combination of either or both.
That would
Why-
be fun. Cherry's
not?
not bad.
Why not strawberry?
Because I'm partial to cherry. And are you the one that is doing the Jello wrestling?
No,
Okay,
Then
call me a
why does it
chauvinist.
matter?
I hope not. I just, I thought we were throwing out what we were partial to. Strawberry's not bad.
No. We're talking about the Jello that we would prefer to wrestle each other in.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
Sorry,
you can take this
I
to
forgot
heart.
to give context.
Horrible chauvinism as it is, I'm actually siding the elf on this one. Lime is probably better because if it's red gelatin, then there's no way to get a heads up on someone forgetting what time of month it is.
I guess. Stop killing my girlfriends!
Is that the next?
When the gelatin turns brown, it's time to get out.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? If we had lime Jello and cherry Jello, it definitely would turn brown.
Or with other mixtures.
Well, no, because think about it like this, right? So green and red are on opposite ends of the color wheel, and when combined with each other, they make something akin to a brownish, murky color. Learn your color wheel, kids.
Mud?
Yes. So, effectively, the Jello would turn brown through no interference of our
Well, now we
inner
know whose
workings.
fault it will be.
The color wheels.
Sure, go ahead. Blame that.
That's how it works. I don't make the rules. I just make art. And not even very well.
Fair enough.
Damn color stealing wheels.
I know,
Wait, that's
right?
not the line.
Those bitches.
2 girls, 1 cup of jelly.
No.
That's not how that's gonna go down. Not even close.
No.
Meanwhile, what did this charming gentleman do? I'll take a guess and move on past this incredibly disturbing topic.
He went joyriding in golf carts and toppled one into one of the golf ponds, causing millions of dollars of damage because those ponds were the habitats of rare Japanese koi that are specifically speckled in such a way as to be highly expensive because you don't get them speckles from just any koi. Sad.
Mhm.
It's a rich backstory, very short span. Anyone else have any lore crafting to do around this phase?
Yeah, well, at least I think so. Probably a public disturbing the peace of some sort in a public park. He was stealing all of the birds' seed.
He was drinking.
That would be that's my guess. Yes.
What does he need with the birds' seed?
That's
He's-
not quite as
he's-
scaly. I don't know
he's-
what you'd call that, but
he's
it
stealing
needs
it.
therapy.
Sorry, my mind went to the deepest, dirtiest, darkest place there with
Oh,
that.
Cloacas, man. I think he wanted to ride his lawnmower to the convenience store, but he forgot to put the blade up, and he ran over a bunch of Amish children. Yes,
Good.
Amish children.
The world could do with less Amish children.
Right.
Oh,
You ever smelled the Amish? It's okay. I can
Why
say
would
that
I
they're
want
not.
to?
I can say that they're not listening. They never will. Oh, unless they grow up and they go on Rumspringa. That's Amish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is that just
What you do all against the Amish? I mean, they're basically all peasants, only they choose to be that way. It's really quite bizarre, but they should adapt nicely when we take off. In any case, the truth is, circumcision rage leads to Florida bust.
Wait,
Oh,
is
wow.
he circumcised or is he the one doing the circumcising? I need to know
We
details.
shall soon find out, but first I debut through another 2 signals at our efforts here with the following message. She's into cloacas, Dina.
Oh.
May 5th, in TSG's illustrious 25-year history, we have not previously seen anyone arrested for circumcision rage until today. A 28-year-old Florida man was arrested yesterday for allegedly battering his ex-boyfriend during a pre-dawn confrontation about penises, according to a criminal complaint. Cops report that Kyle Ilias Perez, who shares a St. Petersburg residence with the 37-year-old victim, woke up his ex at around 5:15 a.m. and confronted the victim for, quote-unquote, not having any compassion for Perez's desire for uncircumcised penises.
Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to inform you, the gays are at it again. The gays are at it again.
Investigators
At
know
least
that
nobody
Perez...
held a cat up, or it would have gotten way uglier.
Right? If it was a pussy, this would be a completely different story. But really, it's just a cheap circumcision.
Utterly contextually devoid of pussies. Investigators know that Perez, who apparently is circumcised, screamed at the victim for having no compassion for the arrested's mutilated genitals. Perez, cops say, then grabbed the victim's arm and struck the man in the face, causing visible injuries to arm and face. Perez also allegedly scratched the victim while pulling his hair. Okay, there might be a cat involved here after all.
Well.
Sorry, what about Cat?
So,
Well, you have it stuck on me. What am I supposed to do if not make silly faces at the crystal to the audience? Because I know they enjoy it.
you're right, I brought it on myself.
Exactly. Victim blaming. It's all your damn fault, Lark.
When officers arrived on the scene, Perez fled the residence on foot and hid behind a vehicle in a rear alley. After being apprehended, Perez reportedly stated that the victim's account of the incident was correct and that he and his ex-boyfriend/victim were arguing over uncircumcised penis.
Well, they are at the epicenter of modern Western discourse. Good for them.
I have a very sincere question. Was the circumcision performed by the rage-filled man or on the rage-filled man?
Yes.
On the rage-filled man.
Gotcha.
If it's Florida, the answer is just yes.
Okay, gotcha. Just making sure. I got a little bit confused there.
He was circumcised and very, very angry about it.
That is big rough. Wait. I didn't catch. Was he circumcised just then? At that point?
Presumably not. They didn't go into detail. I get the impression that no.
Was it a cheap circumcision, otherwise referred to as a ripoff?
Well, quite possibly. He did apparently refer to his genitals as being mutilated, so might not have
That's
gone
big
that
rough.
route.
That's big rough.
Is this what happens when you just don't have anything to worry about anymore? Like, there's not, oh, I'm starving, I need to get food. Just, I have so few problems that I must invent some? Or
I don't know, man. Having a portion of your penis snipped, no matter how minute,
I guess
seems
it's
like a problem.
It's just one of those things. It's like if it happened and it's been, if it recently, I could understand. If you woke up and it was gone, maybe I could see being upset or disturbed by that. But when did it happen? Like that, if it was a recent development, I could see having rage over it. If it was something that you never knew was there or was gone from early on or something, like what if it happened when he was a child?
Well, you know what? That's a wonderful thought experiment. Let's perform that right now. All right, Ark, drop the trowel. We're gonna circumcise you. Come back in 20 years. See how you feel about it.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to do this.
I'm sorry, but it's for science.
Can I do science by hiding in the corner,
Don't.
screaming, covering my eyes?
You may. Chat.
You have the pointy thing, so I'm out. I'm
All right, Ark. Are you ready?
Put it down. Status authors. This is one more reason why. Look, moving on. This one's a public service. Apparently, they are still at large. This mastermind pulled off something, and you'll surely never guess what precisely nor what they used to do it with.
Oh, me first.
Go for it. Go.
Okay, all right. Based off that hairline, I'm guessing that she's jealous of every other female's hairline, and so she goes around pulling on people's hair, pretending like, hey, they're wigs or whatever. So she pulls off wigs, and sometimes she actually gets a wig or two, and so she steals them, and she runs off so that people have to live with their natural hairline, and they cannot not live without it. So she's a thief of wigs.
That seems a bit east, if you ask me, but we're not going to dwell on that. And, I'm not going to condemn you too much. In any case, Elf, Pentagast.
I don't have, I can't. I don't know.
I would guess Merkins myself.
What?
But we don't have a photo beating that hypothesis, and I already know that's why I can't compete.
So I was right.
No.
What did you? No.
I was half right.
I know how this is gonna sound, but I don't mean it that way. I think she smuggled a hive of incredibly rare endangered bees off of government property in her mouth. She looks like she's got a lot of lip filler. So I'm gonna go the stealing endangered insects orally route.
No, I wouldn't rule out the possibility they are using their mouth for stolen goods smuggling. And remember, at any point you can complicate things further by still using these curses. Just because, I'm trying to do something here doesn't mean you can't interrupt it for your own petty amusements.
I like doing that.
Pendergast?
They managed somehow to smuggle large amounts of Earthrealm drugs through an airport.
You're all wrong, but I'm actually quite impressed with imagination at work here. Let's learn the horrible truth, shall we? Wanted in 3K theft from Fresno Victoria's Secret. Police say a woman who allegedly stole $3,000, right, worth of merchandise from a Fresno Victoria's Secret, also used 2 children to aid her in the theft.
Wait,
that's like a bra and a half.
Second. Yeah,
Wow.
it's like a bra and a half. And at least 3 pairs of panties.
Yeah, officers are now looking for Latayla Smith in connection to the theft. According to the Fresno Police Department, Smith walked into Fashion Fair Victoria's Secret on April 14th and stole over 3K of merchandise. They were seen also pushing a toddler in a stroller at the time, accompanied by another child who was around 7 years old, according to police. Officers say the child had an umbrella that was used to hide Smith while she allegedly stole the merchandise.
Did she put it in her mouth? Is that how she stole it?
We don't know where she stuffed it while the umbrella was providing cover.
It's entirely possible. I like Lyra's theory of her sticking things in her mouth.
Come on, honey, let's go boost some lingerie from the Victoria's Secret.
Come on, little Jimothy. It's time to go on our monthly Vicky Secrets run.
Yeah, that's...
Are you ready, kids?
No.
I don't...
No,
I don't know.
Captain.
That's
Smith
just
was-
strange to me. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh.
Smith was seen allegedly placing merchandise in the stroller as well. Investigators add that the juvenile would alert Smith if any store employees were near them or watching them. So, clearly a family racket.
You think Victoria's Secret bras are less or more uncomfortable than the corsets that I wear?
Minutely less, but almost such a small interval that it's inconsequential entirely.
That's probably true.
Probably just about as cute, but just as painful.
Yeah, the things we do to look our best.
Yeah.
She get her kids to go along with this. Was she pitching them the idea that she needed lingerie to get them a new dad, or were they angling for another sibling?
Probably for a richer dad, because as we all know, underwear is the quickest way to a man's heart. Or something like that.
I thought it was between the 4th and 5th rib.
Yeah, that's how I understand it anyway.
Well, yes, that too, but I was more speaking in a metaphorical sense, gentlemen.
I've also heard that if you go down, like in this area, between the clavicle and the back of the shoulder, that there's nothing there and it goes right down. I've heard that too.
That is in fact correct, and if you stab someone in that location, chances are you will hit their heart, depending on how long your blade is.
Yeah, it needs to be a longer blade. Like something like what you have actually probably would work really well.
Yeah, most of the knives that I have are capable of killing a man in more than one way very quickly. And that's just how I like them.
Anything less is just used for steaks and dining.
Right. Or for poking people in the eye. That's the thing, too. But I will say that people can survive a stab to the face. They can't survive a stab to the heart. You see, the brain is malleable and adaptive at best. So, if I stab you in the face and I hit your frontal lobe, you're gonna be a dick after the fact, but you probably will live. Fun fact for everybody in there. In the chat. I'm glad
Yeah, I've tried that a few times. It's really actually fun. If you scramble it around nicely, they get really weird.
Oh, yeah. Not just assholey, but like sometimes you can turn them into very compliant
Living zombie.
minions. Well, or yes, drooling zombies. That is an option as well. It really depends.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I
close
said,
to like it's a raising the dead sort of.
Yeah.
A stabby to the head, they might not be dead. A stabby to the heart,
Something
else that
rhymes.
rhymes.
Something. Croaked.
Fart.
Good.
Yeah.
Something fart.
Very dead.
Yes.
Indeed. Before we continue on, Ark, do you mind if I read some of these Streamlabs?
That would be a priority thing.
Glad we can come to a consensus. Thank you, Niska, for the donation of 50 Signas. No special thing needed, just showing some love. Extra love to Lyra, though. Hugs and kisses, sweetie. Are you flirting with my girlfriend?
Aw, shucks.
The audacity in my face, knowing that I am here reading these and have to read them out loud. Oh!
Your generosity, Niska, allows me to overlook your terrible taste in elves.
I have never been so disrespected in
Thief.
my entire life, and I am including all the times that Ark has disrespected me. Yes, Red.
You don't have a cat near you, do you?
No, that was all me. Are you talking about the sounds, or is there something else?
No, because you're, are you like flirting with my girlfriend thing? Jealousy?
Oh, oh! Now that you mention it, yeah, the bilge cat is just outside the door, scratching on it.
Contestant number 1 of the pillory.
Swear on its life!
Wait, does that mean I'm the one going to the
You're the one going to swing the cat at the other person?
Luckily, I don't think I have to worry about that.
Okay, I was just
Lyra
gonna
is
say-
way too far away.
Well, yeah, but I was like, yeah. Don't do that. I don't
Don't
know.
do that. Don't do that. I don't know. I think Lyra might enjoy a little pussy action.
Depends how to answer that.
Anyways,
reconnected.
moving on.
No
Thank you,
explanation
Garen,
for
for the donation of 10 Signas. Arcturus have a Torrid Tabula to read from. Pentagast, Sans Hat. Your translation would be much appreciated.
Before
Gentlemen,
I activate that terrible thing, I want to note that we were briefly disconnected for whatever reason, so it might bear repeating.
Fair enough.
If only my girlfriends were allowed to live their lives, they would be on the case.
It's
And
okay.
everything would be just smooth sailing.
Lyra, my dear,
yeah.
they're living out the rest of their lives at the farm. You have nothing to fear. You can just never visit them, though.
Wouldn't mind
starting to
being
think
the last Streamlabs, please.
The last Streamlabs I will reread, yes. Thank you to Mr. Gann for donating the 10 Signas, who says, Arcturus have a Torrid Tabula to read from Pentagast, sans hat. Your translation would be much appreciated.
All right. Okay. That's fine. Thank you.
Well, grovel, nibble, sibble, scooble, booble, bubble, bubble, bubble. Like snibble, double, double, tom, wobble.
Yeah. That's a weird picture.
Scubble, bubble, booble, bubble.
So, what did we think that this man was accused of? And who would like to
Jubal?
go first?
Arrested,
No.
maybe? Question mark?
Yeah, like I'm assuming that it's hard to follow that.
I think his truck exceeded the maximum lift capacity.
Skibble,
that-
skibble, bloop, bloop, blurp.
Yeah, the vehicle behind him is his truck,
Sploot.
and he put it on lift.
Look,
To
that
such a
accent
degree.
is atrocious. Can you turn it down a little bit?
Struggle,
think
nobble,
that-
mitts. Urgle. You
I don't
with
think
all
that
old
our-
bobble dogs. Snicket.
I don't think that our can tone down atrocious. I think that's just his main setting. Rat.
That's true.
Yeah, but he's using a really weird accent with it, and it's hard for me to catch. That and the speed, it's a little too fast. Like, I'm not that good with that language.
Cyril
Isn't that-
Scribblegawk.
Pretty sure that's native Sarthosian. I don't even know how I know that. So,
It's a very old language that they phased out because it was so boring and stuffy sounding that even Sarthosians were embarrassed to speak it.
well,
Mhm.
yeah, that and that. No, I'm not. I don't want to. Never mind.
Reminds me of the Borg from that other documentary that I saw.
Right. Yeah. It sounds Swedish, doesn't it? Anyway.
little bit,
Urgle,
yeah.
scrongle your gonks.
He
That
said go.
sounded sassy.
It sounded
Yeah, I
a
think
little bit
that's
offensive.
Chatmort. What did you think? Go.
That would explain the sass, I guess.
Who's Chatmore?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know who that is either.
Well,
Not a clue.
Brumble Gaskaloff!
Maybe it's me. I don't know. It could be me. I guess I'll just accept that I'm Chatmort at the moment.
that's
um,
fine.
So,
Grack.
yeah. I don't know what that means. Yeah, but anyway. I think that this person is probably accused of disrupting a sporting event with their vehicle. They drove it onto a sports ball field of some sort in the Earth realm and just wouldn't leave.
He is
That's
the
what-
culprit responsible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he disabled security by knocking them all out. That's the other thing. So assault and disrupting a sports ball event of some kind.
How dare
That's-
you, Pentecost? How very dare.
What?
Look, none. It's in the past. So, interrupting a sporting event from Pentagast. What else do the rest of you have?
He is a chronic pantyhose runner. As in, he is the reason behind all runs in every pantyhose ever.
Despicable human.
I know, right?
I
Of course.
think, based on the fact that that mosaic blur is gargantuan, he has a gargantuan penis, and he just doesn't cover it up sufficiently, man. And life's not fair. Sometimes you're just born with a just mammoth dong, and that's rough. You know, life can be rough sometimes. You never know what cards you're going to be dealt, and you've just got to handle them as gracefully as possible. But sometimes you neglect to fully conceal said just juggernaut of a phallus, and then you get in trouble with the police.
So what you're saying is he's Becky with the big dick.
Perhaps.
Something like that, you shall be ashamed. I mean, look, there's a hint right there. The elf cow onto it. It flew over your heads, as it might have done if you were actually there. In any case, let's move on. Just to find out what's actually going on here. You can help the police, everyone. We'll call this a special.
Okay.
Wank stoppers. Apparently, police came 40 minutes after a public masturbator.
Well, at least they were kind enough to let him finish.
Apparently, they just, dragged his feet, gave us time to escape. A man in Long Beach, California, sat in a chair in front of a hair salon during business hours and masturbated as he looked through the window. It took police 40 minutes to arrive, by which time the man had vacated the premises. Although I imagine he would have left some DNA evidence behind if they're inclined to send in a sample.
Plenty of samples, I'm sure.
I suppose it depends on how much he was enjoying the show.
Yes. I don't know, what's sexy about nail salons? Can someone explain?
Did they say it was a nail salon or a hair salon?
I thought he said it was a nail salon, which would be explainable
Ladies, I use the term very loosely. You're both right, because when the hair salon owner posted the video on social media, a nail salon responded and said the same man was spotted masturbating and looking through the nail salon window too.
I bet it was the pedicures. Because pedicures are for feet. He's obviously one of those foot fetishists. The least respectable fetish to have. Actually, that's not true.
It's up there, though.
It's
up
definitely up there.
Yeah.
Shame, I know your name.
Yeah.
I suspect you might have some sympathies for the next criminal coming up. What of this lovely... I'm pretty... Actually, I know it has to be a lady. So, what did this... Well, I wouldn't say lady per se, but what did this person do?
Okay. So, this person held another person at gunpoint and demanded oral sex as that person fled from them and jumped out of a window.
Well, damn it, thief. Clearly you cheated. Yes, we'll just skip ahead and reveal the thief is absolutely correct. This person here tried to force cunnilingus at gunpoint.
Wow.
Yeah, been there,
Bravo.
done that.
That's
Not as
better
sexy as you think it is.
That's better than what I thought. So,
What was your guess, for the record?
honestly, I thought that it was going to be like they were going to be arrested for attempted suicide. They tried to burn their own forehead with an iron.
So repeat for the last time.
Irons aren't that
Yeah, let's see.
offensive to the skull. You know how much force that you'd have to muster in order to, seriously debilitate your forehead like that?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
More than you could muster with such a large but not heavy object from the distance that your arms
That's what
are
it looks like. It looks like they just smacked an iron into their forehead. That's what it looks like to me.
Explain where that came from. And furthermore, no, last time we had Hillary, there was this woman who apparently got arrested for smacking her significant other around who thought it was just 47 shades of grey. In any case, cops were arrested after shooting at a man who wouldn't perform oral sex. Yes, as crazy as it sounds, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, on May 13th, a 19-year-old Anisha Speed was hanging out with a male acquaintance. He invited to his apartment. Things were starting to hot and heavy between the two. The probable cause after he notes that while they were hooking up, Speed reportedly asked the man for oral sex on her. When he declined, things got ugly. After the male refused to do what she asked, Speed pulled out a .40 caliber handgun and demanded oral sex, again stating that if he declined, she would shoot him.
And he still resisted. Wow, that must have been some smelly snatch. like royally stinky snatch for him
Like
to
a
not
fish cannery
want
in
to
the
do it
dead of
that
summer.
bad.
Oh.
It must have been rank and beef curtain-y looking and creamy, but not in a fun way.
Like
Yeah,
a hospital's
clam chowder.
biohazard dumpster.
Exactly. It must have been bad. A biohazard.
Yeah. Surf and turf. Looks like beef and smells like tuna.
Freaking out at the escalation situation, the male subject tried to grab Speed's wrist, which caused the gun to fire. Deciding he had enough situation and that he'd rather bail out of his own apartment than deal with the crazy situation unfolding in front of him, he saw an escape and took it. The reports the victim jumped from the second floor balcony to avoid getting shot at again. Investigator reported the victim said that while he was fleeing, he heard another shot fired. Fortunately,
I have a
she missed.
question. Where was the 40 cal? Because I don't know if you've seen the documentaries that I've seen, but the 40 calibers are excessively large and they shoot a whopper of a bullet. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I'm not mistaken. Right, chat? Back me up here. They're
Maybe
big,
that's
big
where she pulled it from,
boomsticks.
and that's why he wouldn't go down even then.
They're big boomsticks. Big boom bang sticks, which is why you would use them when soliciting coitus from another person. Because how could you say no?
Look, if only all the casing is was alive.
No, actually, Snoopy 100, that there's a reason why I know what this story is, and I know what this is because I saw it earlier, and that shot, that mugshot, was not of the man, that was the woman, in fact.
Well,
Not
yes.
particularly feminine
Right,
female.
right. So that was not the man's mugshot, that was the woman's mugshot.
Yeah.
We swear Miss Speed was read her rights and then placed under arrest. During police questioning on site, Speed reportedly admitted to taking a Mossberg shotgun and a PlayStation video game console from the man's apartment. The items were covered in nearby residents.
Oh, was I wrong? Is it not a 40? Is it a 44 caliber?
No, it's a 40.
Yeah, no, I meant, is a 44 the one that's super big, or is it the 40?
The 44 is big. The 40 is not particularly.
Really? How does that work? They both have 4s.
Yeah, well, one has a 0, so it's technically, I think, since it has a 0, it's more holy than the other.
One has 2 4s, so it's twice as
Yeah,
big.
the 2 4s is definitely at least double the size.
That's
Yes.
logic that tracks. Yep, I can make sense of that. All right, I like
Yes.
I like the logic there. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
Thank
Some
you for
disturbing
explaining to me so
questions.
diligently.
After Speed had been arrested, police found 2 live .40 caliber rounds and a spent shell casing on a person. In addition to the spent shell casing they found at the scene, the affidavit said the defendant admitted to picking up the spent casing because it had her DNA on it.
Oh, where was the spent casing before it went in the gun? Me asks. I mean, I know they call it a magic bullet for a reason, but I don't think that was the reason. Am I right?
I think
There are
so.
questions that will not be answered.
No. I thought you were Whoremonger General. Shouldn't you have the answers to these questions?
Not for their world.
Fair enough.
What is this sad, sad face too? So sad. He just looks filled with regret about what he's done. Can you?
Sorry. I was repositioning my buttocks. This chair is not the greatest.
I just
of
thought
my
you really liked
hiney.
his face.
It looked like it was the greatest chair. I was confused.
In fact, not actually. I can feel my tailbone bending in a direction that it should not go.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good.
Come back to me, please.
I
I'm
think
like adjusting my hindquarters desperately.
I've seen that face. I've seen that look. I would know that look anywhere. And that is the look of someone who
Don't you dare.
carried a...
I need you to not. What happens in our bedroom stays in the bedroom unless I decide to not keep it there.
All that's missing is
Then I'll just
peace/victory
share it
signs.
with everybody. Anyway.
So the
you know
criminal
not
man,
the face you look upon.
No. Don't do that. This man, this very, very, very unhappy man, he broke into a farm, not the farm that my grandma and girlfriends are at. I don't think. And he took in a record player and he set it down and he had an extension cord and he found that and he plugged it and then he ran and he plugged it in to an outlet somewhere and then he put on R&B music and demanded that the goats engage in coitus and he wouldn't leave and it made them uncomfortable, so they called
Ghostbusters.
They called the farmer, and the farmer called the police, and the police took the man away for trying to facilitate goat sex that was technically non-consensual since there was pressure involved.
The goat was being pressured.
Goat coercion.
Yes,
Fair enough.
precisely. You know,
Never peer pressure a goat. They really don't like it.
no, and then they
Not
leave.
speaking from experience, by the way.
No, of course not.
That was a very
Liar.
rich hypothesis. Anyone
Thank you.
else?
He's got shifty eyes. You know what that means. You know what they say about people with shifty eyes. You do know, right? You know what they say about people with shifty eyes. No? You don't know? You've never heard the saying? The age-old telltale
What they
of
say
the
about
shifty-eyed?
No.
No?
What are you trying to talk? What are you trying to do? I
You mean
don't
to tell
know.
me that I have to inform you about the tale of the shifty-eyed man and
The
his
last-
nefarious deeds?
The last thing I can remember was talking about it had 2 4s, so it's twice as big. I don't remember anything after that. So what are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about the shifty-eyed man who did the thing that was a big bad.
I
Yeah.
don't know what that means.
Oh,
Well,
I remember now. Shifty eyes means the guys with shifty eyes are the ones who will absolutely whip it out and start masturbating in front of you with the slightest provocation. That's the one, right?
yeah. That
yeah.
yeah, shifty-eyed men, they are the ones that masturbate publicly and will avoid eye contact because that makes it intimate for them. And they really don't want it to be intimate. They want it to be impersonal because then they don't feel the guilt and shame for their actions and deeds in a public location. Because if they feel the guilt and the shame, then they'll actually feel guilty about it and they'll stop doing it. And they don't want to stop doing it because it's an urge that has been bored into them from an early age, presumably by a history of traumatic shenanigans that we're not going to get into because that's a little bit too deep for this show. But let's just suffice to say that the shifty-eyed man is a chronic masturbator in public.
Or in private, but to strangers. Florida man arrested after making video calls to strangers while masturbating.
That's basically public.
Florida man reportedly faces felony charges of a series of lewd video calls he made to unsuspecting strangers throughout 2022.
Wait,
Adam
is
Smith
this
admitted
the
police.
news anchor
What?
on the Zoom call who was caught naked during the height of the coof?
Surprisingly not. Also, I believe that guy was much uglier.
Maybe not CNN.
Adam Smith admitted police he made 3 illicit calls, according to the Smoking Gun. The 35-year-old alleged pervert was said to have been masturbating when his seemingly random suspects answered his video calls. Wait a second. Isn't that a Megal?
Yeah, I thought there was a place where that's literally all you do.
That's
I thought that
literally
was
Omegle.
point.
Yes, Gan. That is literally Omegle. That is the whole point.
Is that when he got his start and then it wasn't enough for him, so he had to just make it random video calls? And how did they even track him down? How do you randomly video call people who didn't know if it wasn't a Megal?
The internet's no longer free, people, ladies and gentlemen.
One of Smith's alleged
Yes.
victims took a screenshot of the February 13th call that came from a Tennessee number. He's actually dialing. His face of regret is well warranted.
This is becoming more convoluted and less clear the more information you give us.
Back in my day. Ew. Sorry, I can't finish this joke.
The suspect is said to be from Knoxville, Tennessee. a native. Two of Smith's other victims in February claimed he contacted them with a Florida number. So maybe he's been framed by Florida man.
Probably.
It's entirely laudable.
The Sarasota
It
County
wasn't
Sheriff's
even
Office
the-
connected Smith to these phone numbers via subpoenas to Verizon, Google, and Pinger phone app, the smoking gun.
This is why you use a burner cell phone, ladies and gentlemen. If you're gonna be a degenerate online, you do not use A, your real name, A, your real number, A, your real face, A, your real anything, right? Okay? It's a bad idea. It's a
Yeah.
very, very bad idea, and I would not recommend it. Okay? Just stop. Stop before you go.
Look, gentlemen out there, just resign yourself to this sad fact. No women want to see your dick unless you're paying them to do so. That's just the way it works.
In fact, no one wants to see your dick anyway.
See, more evidence for it. That's why you need to attend to proper, responsible businesses like my wide string of brothels throughout Sussex.
People are weird. How did you get two masturbators in the pillory at the same night? Alright.
Apparently they have a bit of a problem.
Well, it is the summer months, isn't it now? So
Love is in the air.
is it love, or is it perhaps a little something thicker? I'm wondering.
That's a good question.
Mhm.
Considering there's been two of them, I would say something else is probably in the air.
That's what I was getting at, Pentagast.
Considering the first one, I would say, I'm going to make a guess, hair gel is in the air? Hair gel? That's probably what's in the air.
And chloroform, I would guess. Bit of both.
So,
I'm a bit
yeah.
baffled that the guy who was in person working in front of hair salons and nail salons got away scot-free, but this guy made 3 calls, gets busted.
That's
Like I said, maybe he wanted to get caught. Maybe that was part of the appeal of the whole situation.
It was a cry for help.
Right, it was a cry for help. He's like, I recognize I have a problem. I need to stop. And so I will do everything in my power while still enjoying myself to sabotage myself. And therein lies the solution.
Boy, is that relatable.
I
I mean,
I would never self-sabotage. Never, ever, ever. I'm perfect.
yeah.
Too perfect.
Really? Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's actually rather a problem.
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm just
Yeah.
epic. All of my heists have worked out perfectly, even when they don't mean to.
Yeah.
They always land on their feet, much like
I'm
cats.
sure.
Are you placating me?
No.
I feel like you are.
No, I'm definitely not agreeing with you because disagreeing with you would cast a spotlight on my own crippling issues with self-sabotage that plague me constantly and keep me from functioning at all.
That's entirely fair.
Yeah.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Your
Don't
plans always land on their feet.
Indeed, they do. A cry for help, for
Yeah.
release. For...
My plans usually land on the face of a yelly lesbian. Or on their feet.
Are you calling me a yelly lesbian?
No. You're not yelly. You're adorable and charming and flouncy and sassy and I don't know, mischievous.
Oh,
Not
you know
yelly.
as well as I do, I can be yelly.
Well, I guess so.
Indeed.
No.
Ark, was that all from the pillory, or do we have more masturbators?
he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Well,
He died.
I guess
You
that's
killed him.
one way to get out of showcasing chronic masturbators.
Why am I still here?
Why are you
Why
still
didn't
here?
I die too?
Well, do you have poisons on hand that you could just drink and eat off into
No.
blissful slumber, or
No, I'm very down on ingredients of any sort.
Hmm.
really?
Yeah, this is just water with some dirt in it.
Yeah.
You mean rain?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there wasn't anything else.
Yeah. Hair gel and chloroform aren't enough to make many effective potions.
Oh my god.
I don't have any of that.
Well, then you're really screwed.
Yeah,
You don't have
pretty much.
anything.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, there's no hope of anything at this point.
That's
No.
big rough, Nit. That's big rough, buddy. Big rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scrounging for resources. Don't know what's going to happen. Might starve to death. Won't ever be able to just get out of it and be dead permanently.
That's bad, man. Wish I could help, but unfortunately, I'm too self-obsessed with my own shenanigans to actually lift a finger.
Yeah.
You ever think about, taking a long walk off a short pier?
I do
You're
it
getting
quite
worse.
often, but there's always like a nice shallow drop to a nice cool, clear glass pond in an island paradise where there's a waterfall cascading from some high peak down into the pond and providing me with an endless supply of fresh, clear water in the middle of the sea. It's quite nice,
Wow.
actually.
I mean, you didn't have to just throw that right in my face, did you? I mean,
I did, actually.
I guess,
It's who I
guess I
am.
walked into I took a long walk off a short pier right into that insult.
You
so
really did.
That's all right. It's okay.
Like, what do you think
Well-
the pirate is?
I'm a little dehydrated, okay?
Sorry, I'm a bit confused. But in any case, generating through two signals, that is to say, is Octress drinking out of a Necronomy mug? No. It's perfectly serviceable ceramic piece. I think it's ceramic. I don't know. It's
Say Necronomy mug?
Necronomy mug actually sounds hilarious, but no, I don't.
It sounds like a dead drinking receptacle that you can also eat. So when you're done drinking whatever liquids in it, you can just eat the whole mug as well.
You're gonna eat Necromommy?
No, Nami. It said Nami.
I heard mommy. Lyra, I don't know what you heard, but I definitely heard mommy.
I don't know what I heard, but I know where my brain went, and I'm not sharing.
Indeed.
Well, I guess you hear what you want to hear. It's
We're
fine.
sort of drifting out of time, so I'm going to try to prioritize some more interesting ones. Like this one right here. What did this charming, bloated fellow do?
Charming, bloated fellow. Oh,
No, that's
Well,
not
I wouldn't
what
say
I
he's
wrote.
actually that charming, but he's looking a bit bloaty to me.
He's not actually that old, believe it or not. His earlobes tell me that. You should know, chat, that the older you get, the bigger your ears. They never stop growing. Fun fact. But I digress. Anyway, what did he do? Well, in keeping with tradition, I'm pretty sure that he found some sort of ladies' establishment to sit outside of in a lawn chair with a nice big Bud Light. Actually, no, Bush Light, because this man probably strikes me as the type to drink piss water
Yeah.
recreationally. But anyway, big Edward 40 hands of Bush Light in one hand, his Yankee Doodle in the other hand, and he was just casting away in front of this lady's place. Chronically.
We just had that one.
No. That was the phone call one.
No.
This is a different ladies' establishment. Like a My Party Princess or something.
I think,
Which is a young ladies' establishment.
looking at this lovely individual, he looks like he beat someone to death with a pork chop because his football team lost or something.
Oh, I like your idea better.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I tried.
Pendergast.
It sounds more accurate, to be honest.
Yeah. Got arrested for poorly attempting to try and impersonate William Shatner at a like a sci-fi convention of some sort. tried to get in without a ticket, basically.
Weirdly enough, Pendergast is closest.
How?
How?
Right?
Impersonation. Man posed as DEA agent to get a discount at Wendy's.
Well. Oh.
No.
I think this is the best one ever.
That is
Well, that was brilliant. I loved it.
bizarrely easy for me to sympathize with somehow.
Why go
Right?
why go with the DEA? You know, why couldn't you just throw out any other set of letters? You know,
Drug Enforcement Administration.
Well, and since
like why
when
do
does
they have
Wendy's
pull
give?
with Wendy's?
Yeah, why? Since
Have
when
you
does-
never been to a Wendy's, sir?
We don't take kindly to the ATF around here. You know, is that what it is? You know,
Well, it can't be the FBI because of Waco, right? And it can't be the CIA because they're more international. And it can't be the ATF because no one likes them. The DEA is your next bet because people are semi-tolerant of the anti-drug enforcement agency, and the reason being is because, I mean, have you ever met a crackhead?
I mean, hell, I'll join the DEA if it means I get free Wendy's chicken nuggets.
If
Right.
you're
There's
baffled
probably-
now,
Some sort of precedent. I mean, if cops get free donuts,
it
Yeah.
gets...
it tracks that DEA would get free spicy nuggets.
Anywhere else in the country, and I might say you might have a point. However, a Florida man masqueraded as a Drug Enforcement Administration agent to secure a discount at a Wendy's restaurant, according to police, who yesterday arrested the suspect for impersonating a law enforcement officer. Investigators say Jesse Stover, 57, had been receiving the half-off discount for more than 2 years at a Wendy's in Bunnell, a city about 20 miles north of Daytona Beach. But yesterday, when Stover, seen above, again sought the discount, a Wendy's manager asked to see his credentials. Stover, cops say, flashed a badge. When the manager asked to examine the badge, Stover reportedly became argumentative, prompting the Wendy's workers to call 911. Which, that's funny. Also, how much, this is Florida, how much spit and other bodily fluids has this man ingested to get a discount?
I don't
Quite a
know.
number. I heard butthole too, Snoopy. It's not just you. I heard butthole.
Wendy's
But
in
actually, in
Bunnell.
fact, it was bunghole? Bunnel?
Bunnel, but butthole is probably a better description.
Right? The butthole of America.
Managed police that Stover claimed to work undercover for the DEA, adding a threat to report the employees to Wendy's corporate office for denying him the 50% discount. Who knew
Sorry.
that Wendy's offers a 50% discount to DEA agents?
That's a big discount too.
Pretty big.
Wow.
50% ain't nothing to shake your head at.
I mean, I guess I can see the necessity of the DEA, particularly in Florida. So, I suppose it makes sense.
It is Florida, after all.
Yeah.
you know, from what I've seen of Florida, I don't think they're really doing that good a job.
Well, that's a valid
They're doing
point.
their best, Rat. They are doing their best. It's just, it's not their fault that their best is this.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
You can only expect so much from Florida.
I didn't. I'm just, yeah. You have a point, but
I
I
know
just,
you do.
yeah. I don't. It's. I thought that there was some sort of a like senior discount that people could get at like 55. He's 57. Why couldn't he just get that? Be happy with that.
You think you can stack
Probably because
the
it wasn't
50
50%, but it would have had lesser odds of him eating someone's excretions.
Yeah. I just
find it really hard to believe that someone would want to claim a DEA agent's discount at a Wendy's in Florida. I mean, if that's not just inviting the worst from the employees, I can't imagine what is.
It just seems odd. I don't.
It's a trade-off in Florida to get less of the shenanigans, you get more of the gators. If you get less of the gators, you get more of the shenanigans. Which do you want less?
Yeah.
I want gator shenanigans.
You want
We
gator
have-
shenanigans? Okay,
Yeah.
then less people shenanigans. That's the trade-off. So
I
if
think-
you're okay with getting eaten to death
No,
by a gator.
I just won't go to Florida.
Okay, but you're okay with other people getting eaten to death by a gator.
Well, sure, that's hilarious.
Okay,
Yeah.
just as long as we're on the same
Yeah.
page about this.
Fine
because
with me.
I, too, am okay with this.
Yeah, I'm all right with it.
Gator deaths for everybody.
Yeah.
More Wendy's nuggets for me.